and bark and lunge and jump at another dog, at a squirrel, at a kid on a bike, at a car. It's not like he's never seen these things before. And every single time he just loses it. What is going on? Okay, so that's a question I hear a lot. Hey, everybody, I'm Marilyn Mealy, and I am the founder of Dog Wisdom Workshop. And I have recently been doing a lot of research and specializing in exactly the question that I just asked about reactive dogs. What is that all about? And then the next question that I often get is, well, what am I supposed to do when my dog is acting this way? How can I make it stop? Okay, good questions. Let's take the first one first. Um, Dogs that are reactive are responding to a feeling. It's not about what they know, it's about what they believe. And reactive dogs see threats or danger or scary things where they don't exist. And why is that? Are they hallucinating? No, it's because their experience has taught them that that's what they need to expect. So it's about expectations, and it's about what they feel is going to happen when they see these things that they react in an over the top way to. Why do they feel that way? It's different in different situations. It's usually about some kind of prior history, something that's happened to the dog. And it's not the event that makes the difference. It's not what happened, it's how the dog feels about what happened. So if they had a bad um, reaction, a bad experience with another dog, maybe they were attacked by another dog, or maybe they confronted another dog in a scary situation where they felt kind of cornered and trapped and didn't know what to do about it. They processed that feeling and that experience as something scary, and then they generalized it and started to see all dogs as threatening and scary. And that's the belief that they enter into their environment with, and that's what they expect. And so that's how they respond. So what can we do about that? We have to keep in mind that the dog's actions and the dog's behavior is because of the way they feel, not because of what they know. And so, if we try to change that behavior by teaching them more things, it doesn't really impact what they feel, because what they know and what they feel is not necessarily the same thing. And we know that that's true for us as well. We can know that a spider isn't dangerous, but if we have a fear of spiders, what we know doesn't really change the way we feel. So we have to, kind of keep in mind that it's the same with our dogs. So it's not going to help them by teaching them a whole bunch of things. It's also not going to help them overcome that anxiety and that lens, through that scary lens that they have, that they view the world through. Teaching them a whole bunch of things isn't going to help that, and neither is continuing to expose them to those scary things and expecting them to act differently. We're not going to fix a problem by doing the same thing that caused the problem in the first place. So continuing to expose them, and in dog training, that's referred to as desensitizing or counter conditioning, which are perfectly legitimate ways to change behavior. but not when we're talking about a dog that has extreme anxiety, or a dog that has been traumatized, or sees danger and threats where they don't exist. Desensitizing to those things will just continue to reinforce that belief that yes, it is scary, because every time the dog is exposed to it, he's coming to it with the same tools that he had, the same coping mechanisms that he had when he got scared in the first place. And those coping mechanisms aren't adequate. So, what we need to do is approach it from an emotional standpoint, right? We have to give them coping mechanisms. So, the second question, what can I do when my dog reacts this way? What you can do is just get the dog out of that situation, because that isn't a teaching opportunity. The dog is too afraid to process information in a logical learning way. That part of his brain just isn't functioning right now, because he's seeing it as threat and danger. And it's the same for you and I. If we feel that we're in a dangerous situation, we're not going to stop and have a logical brainstorming session with ourselves. We're going to take action, because that part of our brain tells us to move. So it's important that we understand and distinguish those things. And the way to help our dogs is not to teach them new things, but to give them uh, psychological and emotional tools that are going to help them learn, that are going to help them cope with stress. And we have to do that in a very systematic and logical way. And the reason I'm mentioning this is because I want to remind you that I have 3 training videos that are out now. They were super popular when I first introduced them last month, and I got a lot of requests for people who wanted to see them again. So they're out, and in the Facebook group where you're watching this, you'll see a link where you can access them. I will also, once this video is processed in Facebook, I will add a link below this video so that you can go and check out those 3 training videos, a series of 3. You get them dripped out to you one day at a time, so that you have an opportunity to watch one, think about it, process it, and then a day or two later, you get the next one. I'm also reopening my 8-week program where we work systematically to help reactive dogs cope emotionally with the things that are scaring them. We give them emotional tools. It's a 4-step process. It's explained in the 3rd video, so I won't rehash it here, but it's a step-by-step process. It's not obedience training. It's not counter conditioning. It's not desensitization. It's working with dogs at an emotional level, so that we give them the tools to be confident, to be self-regulated, and to start to view ordinary things as ordinary, and not seeing danger where it doesn't exist. That's our goal. So thanks for listening, and go ahead, and if you haven't already watched the videos, go ahead and do that. If you are working with a dog that you're struggling with reactivity, and you want to find out more about the course that I'm offering, it's the last time that I'm going to offer it at the founder's price, which is the lowest price it's ever going to be offered. It's an 8-week program. We have students, I have about 34 students now who are about halfway through the program, and already starting to see amazing changes in their dogs, which makes my heart very happy. So go ahead, Check out the videos if you're interested in the program. The information about how to find out more about the program, see if it's a fit for you, is all contained in the video series. I'll also add a link to that page below this video as well. So you can go ahead and check that out. The new program starts in about a week and a half, 2 weeks. It starts on August 25th on a Friday. So all that information is available for you in the videos. Go ahead and check it out. Thanks for listening, and we will talk soon. Bye for now.